This podcast is brought to you by Diet Coke and Coke Zero and all zero-calorie Coke products.
If you want carbonation and you're a little bit tubby, enjoy a Coke Zero.
I never realized that Diet Coke had 0 calories and pretty much zero everything in it. That's fucking terrifying.
It's got something in it.
I don't think I realized that till right now.
It's legal to feed you something that's not on the periodic table.
Something that's just not there at all.
Yeah, they're like, nope, nothing in
Oh,
here.
aspartame. I've heard of that shit.
Watch your mouth, dude. No,
Isn't aspartame fucked up?
Bro, it's 2022, dude. Don't.
Dude.
Yes, yeah, aspartame's no good. It's all cancer.
Damn, it says phenylaceturonics. Contains phenylalanolantane.
Damn, that my second cousin.
Hold on. It literally says phenylketonurics. God damn, dude, this is insane. How bad I am at reading.
Dude, this is how
I'm usually pretty good at reading. Hold on, phenylketourics, phenylketoturic, and then it says contains phenylalanine.
My eyesight.
Damn, this is not good shit to be drinking.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm. What's the one where you can't see things up close? Is that nearsighted or farsighted?
I think they're opposites. Might be, yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's because I have to read like this, but then it's too small, and then I bring it up close, it's blurry. It's no good.
Yeah. It's when a guy shows you his penis, and he's like, what do you think? You're like, bring that, son, why don't you bring that over here for me real quick? Whoa, wait, Sonny.
Too close. I can't
close,
see
dude.
the details.
All right, dude, you're stalling, dude.
You're for what?
Dude, you know exactly. You're welcome to the fucking Red Table Talk on Facebook Live.
All right.
About what you did to me, dude.
Wait a second.
What I didn't. Let me tell you something. I did a nice thing for you.
You did.
And you know how you returned the favor?
I puked all over it.
You did. I got your vomit on me, dude.
Welcome to Back Fries, folks.
You're delaying with the intro now, dude.
I am delaying because you know what? I want you to hold that thought. All right, and it was my birthday, and I had a great time. Thanks to Bruce Gray.
All thanks to me.
All thanks to Bruce.
Would you say?
I want to give a little credit to your better half. She also.
Did you think you don't think she was just out there doing my dirty work, making reservations? And
was she pissed off? She's like, oh
no, I fucking planned it all, and I said, hey, why don't you hit up that first restaurant? I'll meet you at the second one. I can't fucking stand this guy. You know, I said I was overproducing a podcast. I was actually killing a guy.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in the mob now.
Was it the guy that you fell in love with, but you know it can never be public?
Absolutely, yeah. It was the whole thing. Finish the intro, dude, before you get fucking grilled.
Welcome to Back Fries, folks. I'm Kevin Tinkett. Across from me is Bruce Gray, Bakersfield boy, Central California himself. I hail from Fresno, and we have an email address, and it's bagfriespod@gmail.com. And we also, have a review section on iTunes. We'd love for you to do that. And, stop sending pictures of your dick to Bruce.
No, you should. I would like to see more.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Oh, man. And, folks, tell your friends and family about this podcast. Seriously, there's people out there. I know you have no purpose.
Take your grandma's iPhone and rate the podcast.
Rate the pod, and get it out there. But a lot of people, I wish I was the type of person that could just go to work and that's it. But I can't.
You never leave work.
Can't go to work.
What do you do? I go to work.
Yeah, I go to work. No, I have no purpose in my life. You know what I mean?
You're stalling, dude.
And a lot of times people will, if somebody were just to come up to me and say, Kevin,
what's your purpose?
You are supposed to be an interior designer. I know. God told me. I would be like, oh, okay. It would be nice to have somebody tell me what my destiny is. You know what I mean?
Honestly,
and I want to tell you, your destiny is to rate and subscribe this podcast.
Yeah.
And put together, clips. Rent us a studio. Shout us our names from the mountaintop. Hire me a personal trainer.
Yeah, hire Kevin a personal trainer.
Hire me a personal life coach and help me. You know what I mean? I'm getting fatter by the moment.
Venmo at Bruce Gray so I can get more tea tree oil based hair thickening shampoo and conditioner.
Oh yeah. I have some of that. Jenny buys it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No shit, dude. Talking about that destiny thing is I remember specifically a period in my life whenever I was like 19 or 20 where I was like almost like jealous of people that I grew up with that like knocked up some chick early in life because I was like, man, now it's all decided.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not just like, oh, it's all decided, but now it's like, oh, okay, now they have something they have to do. Or it's not like I didn't have something I had to do, but I was like, there was too much to choose from.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, I always felt the same way. 'Cause even my father, who's incredibly supportive, would say, you'll be great at whatever you do. Just
to
pick
you?
something.
He would say
yes.
that? Oh, I thought you meant you overheard him say that to people, and you're like, okay.
No, he would say it to himself in the mirror. And then he was like, God damn it, Jim, do something. And then, no, but that would be kind of the
He
thing.
would rip the mirror off the wall like fucking Nightcrawler, where he's like,
Yeah.
You know what's funny is whenever
something.
whenever he was filming it, they're like, all right, now look in, I guess I don't know, look in the mirror, look like menacingly, and then they're like, what if you did the thing where you like ripped the mirror off the wall? He's like, rip the fucking mirror off the wall. All right, man.
All right, and then he does it. It's perfect.
Yeah.
No, but like, there's a thing. I think what it is like there are people in. You have a conviction sometimes. You have with the law, federal. No. You have a conviction in your heart to where you feel a pressure for more, for something else, for something greater, to be used in a way. You know what I mean? Like, I think, and I feel like everybody has that everybody has that thing where it's like they, but I don't know. All I know is
some people have a better ability to go against that than others.
I think it's
by better ability of being like, all right, here's what I do. I fucking go to work. I go home. I fucking hit my neighbor.
Yeah.
Why would you burp directly into the mic? Like, that is insanity.
I'm a bad guy, dude.
Yeah, dude,
what can I say?
I'm
not a fucking bad dude.
Dude, what day was your birthday? June 1st.
June 1st. Well, let me finish this whole rant about purpose, though, or whatever. But I do think there's part of me that looks like the theory about that there essentially is no free will, that everybody born in your exact circumstances would done the exact same thing. It's also eliminates a possibility of like a multiverse or whatever. And I love the Marvel movies, and so I love the multiverse. So I mean, I can't buy into that. But
do you know who the worst Marvel superhero is?
Miss Marvel?
No, George Zimmerman. Pretty good stuff, right?
Wow. Congratulations, dude.
Welcome to the podcast.
That was good.
Boom, boom. You're talking about free will, though. You're talking about free will, and I'm not talking about the Rush song.
I apologize.
Because you're stalling, because you know that I'm going to...
I know. You got some hot garbage to throw at me.
Dude, Kevin is in the wrong...
I'm not in the wrong.
Kevin was a bad little party boy.
What? See, okay,
No, let's talk about free will some more.
No, fine. It's fine.
No, are you done? What? Come on, you got anything else?
I was just saying, like, if you are lucky enough to have a conviction in your heart that allows you to enjoy your immediate life, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's a true gift, and I think it's very rare. And I think a lot of people, I would dare say everybody in Hollywood or anybody that is putting out a podcast, and now in the entire world, everybody wants to be famous. Everybody's like, literally everybody's like with TikTok and all that stuff. Like,
the only people who don't are like old Asian dudes who live in the mountain and they cook on a huge wok. And they're just like, I just like to cook on the big wok.
Yeah.
And I sell, trinkets.
Yeah, and when they
outside of this market here in whatever area where the train runs through the market, and it's crazy. But you know what happens to those guys is their nephew comes along and they're like, "Look how gay my grandpa is." They smack their grandpa, and like before he's just like, he's just like, he's
respected.
I like to wake up. I like my community. I like to go out. I like to get my ingredients. I come back here. I enjoy cooking. I enjoy this. I'm very simple. Even that guy with the sushi place on that documentary. The Jiro Dreams of Sushi.
Oh, God. Yeah, I hate that shit.
You know what?
I loved it. I loved it. But as far as me being able, like, watching him have that dedication to something like that, no thanks.
It bummed you out because you don't have that kind of dedication?
No, it bummed me out because he was I was like, dude, go watch a movie, bro. Like, it's like Jesus Christ,
Dude,
Jiro.
how funny was that?
Jiro, if Jiro dreams of doing a backflip one time.
Yeah, Jiro dreams of having a day off. That's
Yes.
what I think. No, he didn't.
Jiro, get out there, fucking live life, dude. What the
Get out
hell
of-
are you doing?
Get out of the Subway sushi shop.
Yes,
Yeah, it's like,
dude.
it's a sushi shop inside of a Subway station, and you have to knock on this door.
I want to see a documentary about how much a man loves his wife. You know what I mean?
And he loves her that much.
Yeah, Kevin dreams of Jenny. And that's and it's just all about me just simping
Yeah.
on my wife
That's what's
all
up.
day long, dude. Just like, and then people are just like, so no, do you ever do it from the back? And I'm like, no, only missionary, man. And I've perfected it.
Yeah.
4 pumps and I'm done.
Yeah, but you're just speaking a very random language that you don't even. You're just speaking in like gibberish, but they're
Yeah.
subtitling it into all the stuff
Yeah.
they want it to be. Dude, you know what the best part of Jiro Dreams of Sushi is? Is whenever his son, he tells his son no. Basically, he says
Yes.
tells his son he's not good enough to take over this like 13-seat nonsense sushi place.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, dude. There was a little bit. There was something there that made me feel like I was just like, okay, yeah, that's all. I mean, it's like.
Did you see the second one?
I didn't.
There was a sequel, and he ended up giving the shop away
Oh,
to just this guy Todd.
you shut up.
I was just thinking how funny it is where he tells his son no for years and years and years, and then just some random white dude who's like seemingly doesn't even give a shit
Yeah,
about
this
the whole
place
thing.
is awesome,
Yeah,
man.
dude, your dad's a cool ass dude, man. Just like some shitty dude with like a dangly earring and a bunch of small tattoos that like
Todd is like the son I always wanted.
yeah. You never seen Jiro Dreams of Sushi the sequel?
No, I haven't
With
seen
him and Jiro and Todd. Jiro Dreams of Todd.
Dude, yeah, no, but the simplicity of the lifestyle of some of those,
Although, yeah, that's the best
the
thing.
satisfaction, it's the satisfaction in what you have is the goal. That's the goal, the satisfaction in what you have. And I just say that the goal as far as being, I don't know, I don't know, the Wolf of Wall Street or whatever is going to be like, it's,
Gary
it's
Vee.
different,
But what,
I don't know.
What about like these guys that work for like Sears for 79 years?
Well, that's the thing. It's like, are they happy? Are they fine? Or you ask them, are you doing okay?
I mean, you talk to these people and they're like, yeah, this
Yeah.
is, even
They go,
like, remember that late,
love my life. I
that,
saved up for 32 years and I bought me a boat. And now I go up on the boat every weekend with my friends and my family, and I'm really living the dream. And the guy works at he's a lumberjack gift shop.
Yeah, that's what's up.
And he's just
But then you see you see people's picture where it's like, whoa, look at this fucking bowling alley we're at. This guy worked here for 89 years.
Yeah.
And he
but that's a blessed life. I mean, it really is. Because it's
So do you think that do you think that guy's happy, or you think
I
that,
don't-
or what
I
do
have
you think
no
that guy's
idea.
a simpleton? Is that your opinion?
no. Well, I mean, he could be.
Or does he have it all figured out?
But him being a simpleton is irrelevant. You know what I mean? Because, but it's going to be an argument about what's the point of life or whatever. But I don't know. I long for a settling or a resting of satisfaction in myself. You know what I mean? Like I long for kind of just being okay. You know what I mean? And I feel like everybody kind of does that, but especially with entertainment type stuff, now everything's pumped up where everybody wants more so much,
Infinite growth.
Yeah. And so, people are willing to, tell stories about their friends that might not make them look so good, and just
Oh,
to,
dude,
just
I
to
got
get a
one
little
of
bit of
those.
clout,
Dude,
just
this
to try
is
to.
what's going to take this podcast to the next level. Is as soon as we're done talking about the meaning of life, I'm going to spill the beans on old Kevin Tienken over
Dude,
here.
okay. Here's the deal. I had my birthday. I was sitting at home, not doing much.
I called you because I called you on I know exactly, it was Wednesday. Wednesday, June 1st, I called you at about, I know exactly what time, probably about 2:15, 2:30.
Yeah.
Because I had to go, I was supposed to go produce a podcast that night, and I wanted to bail on it and go to the Dodgers game with my wife.
That's right.
And so I called you, and I was like, dude, what's up? And you were like, nothing. I was like, would you want to make fucking $500 in 20 seconds? And you're like, dude, shut up, dude.
You called me?
Yeah. Dude, yeah. Honestly, here's what happened. I called Kevin. I said, what's up? And he said, you called me. That's every day that I call you every day of the week. Do I not?
Just about.
Yeah. And I call you at pretty much every day of the week, except whenever I'm mad at you for being a bad boy. And then, and I call you and I say, you go, hello? And I go, yo, dude, what's up? And you go, you called me.
Yeah.
So anyway, I called you. That's what happened. I said, you want to do this podcast? And you're like, no.
It's going to be on my tombstone. You called me.
Yeah. You said, I don't think I do. I was like, well, what are you doing that's so important fucking otherwise? You're like, it's my birthday. And I was like, it's your birthday. I was like, what the fuck? You got to tell me about these things. I forget.
I know.
And so then I fucking sprung into action.
You really did.
I did. I was like, because I didn't have to work that night. All I had that night was a show at like midnight.
Yeah.
So I was like, on that podcast I had to produce. But
Did you do that show?
Yeah, I crushed.
I don't fucking remember.
You were
that.
there. Dude, I was on stage and I was like,
Was I in the room?
I'm almost positive. No, I might have gone. I think whenever I came downstairs, you were like punching the windows out of cars in the parking lot.
Shut up, dude. I don't.
I think the GM
I never lose any time.
No, whenever I got off stage and I remember I walked down there and I was like, where's Kevin at? It's my man Kevin's birthday. And you were getting choke slammed in the parking lot by security. I looked over just in time to see security doing a very well-formed like Kane from WWF choke slam. And then he fucking pile drive your ass into the fucking construction site.
Okay, so you gotta tell the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the 100% truth.
So that I did not get choke slammed by security because you built it up and then now it's like, I got to make sure that people know.
Right. I'm telling the 100% truth. I sprung into action, dude. I called Kelly. I was like, hey, it's Kevin's birthday. Do you want to do something? And just by happenstance, Zach Stein was in the car with me at that time. So he was like, me too. I'm going to go to you guys on birthday.
He rolled over and uncovered himself from the couch. He's butt naked.
No, I was in the car. He was asleep in the back seat of the Subaru, and he rolled over. And was like, I want to go to a birthday party. And
I love that Zach's working way harder than me right now too. Like, I just keep talking shit.
No, he was sitting there, and I was obviously like, yeah, Zach's here. We'll invite him to the fucking party. I'm not going to be like, all right, yeah, we're going to go party for Kevin's birthday. I'll see you later, Zach. No, I was like, come on. I'm not like that's what I wanted to do. Anyways, so we didn't do this. I say, hey, I was like, what do you want? I said, what do you want? Oh, what was my first idea? My first idea was to go to, actually the place we ended up was to go to, I was like, we'll go to sushi. And you were like, perfect. And I was like, all right, there it is. Sushi. Love sushi. I was like, got a great place by my house. You've never been there. And so I made that reservation. I had to make it late. I made that reservation for like 9 p.m., maybe 9:30. Maybe it was pretty late. Maybe even like 9:30.
Yeah.
And so then I made another reservation before so we can go to this other place next door and get a drink and an appetizer because that place fucking rules.
Excessive, but very cool.
Delicious. How cool was the first restaurant?
Very cool.
How cool was the second restaurant?
It was great. Tell them what was the name of the restaurants.
Oh, we went to Bakari and Robata Jinya.
But I was the only thing that was anything at all had everything to do with me being uncomfortable in fancy places. Like I'm always like, Jesus, just give me a hamburger at McDonald's and I'm fine.
They were great.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. But
both, with sushi and Japanese tapas was at Robata Jinya, and then just like tapas and
weird
pizza.
Combinations of food that you don't see at Me and Ed's. Yeah. You know what I mean? But the pizza had like ricotta.
Oh, the pizza you guys ate had a fig, Asian pear, and something else crazy.
Yeah, and
had an espresso martini for the first time.
Very good.
So that was the first mistake. You're starting with coffee liquor. Are you crazy?
Very, very, very wise.
It's funny because mostly I did book the thing there because I thought I was going to be able to go there with you guys, but I got off from producing that thing late, and I wanted to get a espresso martini because I was tired. And I was like, dude, fuck yeah. So
did you get one? Because
no, I met you guys. Dude, you're already slipping.
No.
You're already fucking snitching yourself out, dude.
Okay.
Where was I? Who am I?
Dude, okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm not even going to ask any questions because I know
when you were standing on Sunset Boulevard waving your dick at traffic and I had to keep you out of jail.
In front of the pink dot.
Yeah, you're smearing your dick on the pink dot glass.
I got your pink dot right
Look at this. And you flatten it. You're like, it's like a dot, huh, on the glass. So then go there. It's great. Ben Avery comes and meets with us at Robota Genuine.
Yeah,
Very
it was
fun.
great. It was cool to see Ben.
It was great. I told Ben about a comedian who had killed himself, and he couldn't stop talking about it for 2 hours.
None of us could.
Absolutely, really nobody could. But it would stop.
Kelly
it would
was
stop for like
please.
Yeah, Kelly was like, please, I'm begging you. I don't know, please. That's good. She was like, please, everyone, stop doing this. And then it would stop for like 5 minutes, and it would if there was a 2-second silence in conversation, Ben would be like, man, I just can't fucking believe that fucking guy. And it's he wouldn't, not in like a way of like, wow, I'm in mourning right now. He's
Honestly,
just like, that's crazy.
When somebody that it makes an impression on you, but it's kind of always in the periphery. When that happens, you're kind of like,
it's so weird.
And then you find out, you're like, oh, that it happened 4 months ago or whatever.
Yeah.
And then people are like, what? How did I not know? Like
real Westworld shit, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody went up to him and was like, never mind.
I always tell people about that, and then I show them the Berenstain Bears thing, and they're like, what?
the fuck?
Yeah. So we went to sushi, and we went to the bar place first.
Oh yeah, we went to the in between the two places. We went to a bar, El Carmen, this Mexican restaurant, and I could see the look in Kevin's eyes, and he was like, "I got a fucking shot of tequila."
Well, somebody else, I literally was like, I'll drink whatever, and then somebody's like, oh, let's get tequila. And I was like, all right.
And I had my card in the air, and I was like, no, because they were like 7 tequilas, and I was like, how about no, we're not doing that. And then Kelly was like, what about like lemon drops, which is really just like vodka and bullshit in it. And I was like, okay. I was like, fine. I was like, 6 of those, and I was like, and I'll get a Tecate.
Yeah.
And I got the Tecate. You guys pounded all those. So we go to sushi.
Really good.
Yeah, they're solid. Got in there, got out of there. Go to sushi. It's great. Drinking big Sapporos. By the time Kevin gets there, you're feeling it, dude.
It's true.
You're feeling it, dude.
I'm feeling it a little bit, but it's the way you want to feel when you're boozing. You know what I mean?
I don't know if you remember this, but it was very funny that the waitress said something to you, and then you said something, and then she was like, "You want one of the big ones?" Talking about the beers, and you know what you said?
What?
You said, "For God's sakes, I'm married."
I do remember that. Yeah.
And she was like, "Okay." I don't think she spoke very good English.
I know.
And then, for God's
sakes, woman, I'm married. Yeah, I do that a lot. That's a fun one.
Okay, so then we're there. We're pounding Sapporos. Those whenever Ben came over there, and we tried a few things. I was trying to get Kevin to have like some chicken hearts and some beef tongue, and
Can't do it.
Loudly projected to the restaurant that you can't eat organs. Because I was like, why? And you're like, my gout. Then so I didn't do that, but we got some good shit over there. It was pretty solid.
It was very good.
And then this is where it gets hilarious. Because I saw them bring out another thing to another table where it had like crazy sparklers going off it, like bottle service fucking sparklers. They were huge.
That's right.
And then I saw him do that, and then I was like, holy shit, dude, I'll do that for my dog. I'll have him bring out the ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
And there was 7 of us, and I went, let me get 2 panna cottas, because I was like, I know I want one, and I know he wants one, but I can't ask the whole table if everybody wants one, because they'll be like, oh, okay. And then I told her that, and she went, oh, okay, cool. And then like, not even 2 minutes after I said that, you were like, to her very privately, you were like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. And then you stood, and I was like, wait like 2 minutes. And you were like, I'm gonna go. And I was like, all right.
I didn't want to pee.
No, you're like, I'm gonna go. And I was like, all right, fine. And then as soon as you walk past her, I see her through the glass lighting and doing the thing. And the patio where we were sitting on was packed. And then she came out there with these sparklers, and we all were laughing so hard. And we were like, he went to the bathroom. And she was like, like it was a different server. She was so fucking annoyed. And she was so mad.
God.
It was so funny. And then she came back a few minutes later, had some panna cotta. That shit was sick.
That was very good. I burnt my fingers on the tip of it a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin was like, you guys want to see a crazy trick? And he put one of the sparklers out on his tongue while I was still sparking.
No.
They were like, no. They're like, shut up, bitch.
Yeah.
It's a female security guard.
Shut up.
She had a taser pointed at you, and you're like, fucking kill me then.
If I can't live, might as well die.
And then go to the Comedy Store. Have some beers.
Great times.
have some beers, just destroy up there, dude, upstairs. Just let it rip. You even came up to me after and you were like, dude, man, you might be like one of the top dudes right now. And I was like, hey, that's what's up. And you were like, no, like seriously.
Wow.
And you're like, can I suck your dick? And I was like, dude, I mean,
Stop.
you know what I said?
Yeah.
I said, usually I would say no, but it's your birthday.
Thanks, dude. I knew it because you're a nice guy.
So I let you suck my dick.
Dude.
And
Thanks.
then,
Thanks, bro.
All right, dude. And then I'll let you take over from here, dude.
And then I shook hands with Paul Mooney, and
You're like, yeah, you may as well have walked up to a guy and been like, Mr. Paul Mooney, good to meet you. And then you were like, huh?
I
AJ
mean,
Foshee.
literally, I feel like it was literally a hard cut in the evening because we were having a good time. Everything was closing down. Our good pal Cooper Lyden, Tiny Dynamite, he comes out from around the corner and says something about I'm going to go to the kitchen and get a whiskey or whatever. And I go, can you get me a beer or whatever? And he was like, I can't remember what the interaction was. So then I was like, yeah, just get me one too.
Yeah, get a whiskey on top of
fucking idiot.
so much shit.
So then
Beer, vodka.
Cooper comes out with a birthday size glass of Makers.
I remember seeing it and being like, huh.
Yeah.
I remember seeing you drink that and it's funny because I had a few at that point too, but I was like, man, Kevin's really...
I don't know what.
I remember specifically thinking like, damn, Kevin could just put down whiskey like that.
Yeah, I can't.
No, and it's
I
like
can't.
now that makes perfect sense. Of like, oh no, not at all. Actually,
I don't know what goes through my head.
yeah, you were like Party Boy Central. You stood up, you grabbed the microphone out of someone's hand on stage, and you went, "It's my fucking birthday," and then you puked inside an SM58.
So we're all hanging out by the back door, and just chilling. Things are shutting down.
The Comedy Store is closed.
Comedy Store is closed. Yeah,
We're literally just standing in the parking lot.
yeah.
Drinking.
Thank God. So then he hands me that. I take it down like it's a tiny shot.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it's insane. That's an insane thing. And I hadn't really smoked weed much that night. A little bit, but
I had a weed pen going.
and then we had a real what Bruce Gray has coined the term of a real hooter. And I don't know if that's your thing. Oh, well,
What were you smoking a joint? I don't remember.
I mean, I was hooting hard, but and then I took that shot. Anyway,
Next thing I know,
I feel a little funky, so I immediately look for any place that's like I can disguise vomit. I turn around, I take 2 steps, I throw up, but I don't let it go, and then I run to this dirt pile. I'm not sure what it's for.
They're doing construction in the Comedy Store parking lot, so there's a big, huge dirt pile back there.
So I just puke on that.
My manager comes out and he's like, "Hey, Kev, bro, your buddy's over here puking on my dirt pile. That's good dirt." No, he didn't say that.
Good dirt.
No, and then I remember specifically, I had walked back to get a beer, and then I walked back to the circle, and I literally asked Lockwood, I was like, "Where's Kevin?" And then he pointed over to the dirt pile, and you were sitting there like you had just found out about the Great Depression.
I took in the entire weight of a generation going through the Great Depression.
Your jacket was to the side. There's 2 dirt piles, actually. Your jacket is on the other dirt pile.
I just threw it because I knew I didn't want it to be any part of what was about to happen.
And Kevin's just sitting over there with his head in his hands like he just found out he lost his everything.
And I'm probably stark white.
Yeah.
And I was sweating.
You're sweating profusely.
Like crazy. And it was literally, I'm telling you, Bruce, it was like a hard cut. It was like, I'm just like, the heat is on, the heat is on. And I was like, I was making up dance moves. And like, I was like, I'm telling you, dude, I remember very vividly.
You were dancing to The Heat Is On?
Yeah, very vividly. I was dancing to that song, and Jerry Seinfeld came down with he had a can of paint and a small paintbrush, and he's like, "Let's put your name on the wall right now."
Jerry Seinfeld.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jerry, this doesn't even make sense. No, and then it was literally like, boom, oh no. And then I'm literally like, I won't let myself, and it's just
there were
happening.
females present, dude.
Well, just Jesse Johnson.
Was Jesse? Oh, yeah, it was Jesse and Kelly and Jesse.
Yeah, Kelly.
But then you're over there on
Kelly's-
the dirt pile, and at first I turned around, and I went back, and then to the circle, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. And they were like, I looked over, and they were like, what is he doing? and you had rolled over on your stomach and your pants were down around your knees and you were fucking the shit out of the dirt pile, dude. Dude, I swear to God, dude, you were fucking clapping cheeks on the dirt pile, dude. You were just...
I found a couple of smooth rocks.
You were laying pipe on the dirt pile. I was like, dude, then my manager came out and he was like, yo, come be fucking with my dirt pile. No,
That's good dirt.
I go over there and you're vomiting, and I was like, all right, Jesus Christ. And I was like, all right, dude. I was like, are you done puking? And you were like, yeah. And I was like, all right. And I was like,
Dude, this is where I know you think that's what happened.
Dude,
But
don't even argue with me.
No, because I remember you saying it's for your own good. You need to be removed from this situation. Like, because I was like, can I just stay here? And you're like, believe me, I have your best interests in mind. This is for your own good. We need to move now. And I was like, okay. And then you're like, are you gonna puke? Are you good? I'm like, and you're like, and then I'm like, fine. I was like you were like a police interrogator with me not puking, and finally I knew the answer you wanted was, I'll be fine, and so I just gave it to you.
So then
it's your fault.
And then I'm like, what is the most? I was like, hey, it's Kevin's birthday. I was like, what's the most comfortable thing I can? What's the best way to get this out? So I called a luxury Uber Black XL, which is SUV, a big, large black Chevy Tahoe or like Escalade or something.
Driven by an Armenian man.
Yes, always. And so then, and I put whenever you order a nice one like that, they ask you what kind of temperature you want and what you want the driver to be like. And I selected that I want the temperature to be cool, the music to be low, and the driver to not talk. I swear to God. I swear to God.
That's great.
And because those are like the three options. And then
and then the guy pulled up, and there was a zombie standing in the parking lot. And you were standing there,
and you were good. And then he pulled up, the guy, and Kelly got into the thing, like started getting in. And I was like, you good? And then you were like, yeah. And we started walking over there, and then you just walked behind it and just like Exorcist-style projectile vomited. Honestly, can I tell you something?
I thought it was good, man.
You were hitting like the second story of the hotel across the street, dude.
My name is Kevin Tienken.
You were going, bah! And it was like covering the hotel. You were puking at such an angle with such force that it was fucking like, it was insane. It was like baseball, where it was like the launch angle and the mile per hour coming.
Oh, it had a.
You were going like 115 mile an hour out, and then like. Whatever, like what is that? Like 40-something degree launch
people
angle.
in convertibles were driving by,
and you were going over them. So
oh wow! They're like,
so you just are letting it rip behind this guy's thing.
One of the Hollywood tour buses is there. Like, all right, you see a man barfing across the street.
This guy walks out and doesn't realize what's going on, and he walks around, looks around the corner at you, and immediately jumps in and turns around and walks back and gets in the car. And I was like, man, I'm gonna cancel. And he was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, okay. And so then we sit
I'm glad you did.
We sit there for a while. You keep vomiting on the driveway.
I should have. You know what I should have done now in hindsight?
Called a tow truck. Put you on the back of it.
No, I should have gone to a bush or something and really just tried to get everything out, because I was trying not to. You know what I mean?
That
and
was
it just
probably
prolonged.
We should have gone down to the flower bed, but instead we were puking directly on the driveway where everybody drives out. So then,
I'm a big boy. I had a lot in the tank.
Dude, truthfully, I don't know if I've ever seen anyone vomit that much.
Shut up.
I'm not even joking.
Really?
You vomited a lot.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And Don Barris did see it.
Did he really?
And he did drive by. And he did say, hey, what do you think? $40 and you let me fuck that guy. And then he had pulled in because he forgot his phone, and then he came back out and he said, "Oh, whoa! I didn't see he was puking. How about $20?"
Is that true?
That's 100% true.
That's so funny.
And then Kelly was out there with me, and Jesse Johnson was driving by to leave, and I gave Kelly the house keys, and I said, "Have Jesse drop you off at home." I was like, "We're all good here." And so then Cooper Lyden is there.
Oh, God bless Cooper Lyden.
You're letting it rip. After this is also, I call another one.
Cooper was, by the way, cool as a cucumber, as far as I remember, the entire time. Like it was just another day.
Shout out to Cooper.
I love that guy. We should get him on the pod for sure.
I should have brought him here to retell this story.
You should have, yeah.
You wouldn't stop throwing up. That's what he would have said. So then I call another SUV, and
big mistake.
Pulls up. You seem like you're done vomiting. You've completely flooded the Comedy Store. They had to replace the carpet of the entire building. And I call another one. He shows up. I'm like, you good? You got this, right? And you're like, yeah. Once again,
I'm trying to be a can-do attitude.
once again, I instruct this guy to not speak.
Yeah.
And it's through the app.
Did you order another Uber Black?
Yeah. I was about to pay $35 to have us dropped off at home from the Comedy Store. And so then...
Such a good guy, Bruce.
I know it. And then, same thing. He pulls up. You turn around. I'm like, you good? And you're like, absolutely.
I remember.
And then you turn back and you do that motion where you go like this, like you're declining a penalty in the NFL. No. You go, nope. And then you just vomit. And I tell this guy, I'm like, dude, fucking hit the road, Jack. Yeah. And then so he gets out of there. And I'm sitting there and I'm really, for a second, I'm like, man, this is not going as what I planned. I was like, maybe I call an ambulance and they drop us off at my place or something. And then
guy needs an IV.
And then Cooper had left a few minutes ago and he was like, do you guys want to ride? And I was like, no, dude, you fucking crazy. And he was like, all right, are you sure? I was like, well, all right, no. And then I called him. I was like, hey, did you leave? Like, this is like 10 minutes later. He's like, no, I'm in the parking lot down the street. And I was like, dude, can you help me out? And he was like, yeah. And Cooper's car is in the parking lot, so he was driving his mom's white convertible SUV, which rubber removable floor mats, though. So we get a plastic bag. I try to go to Pink Dot to get a plastic bag. Cooper finds a plastic bag in there. And I give it to you, and I say, Kevin, stick your entire head in this.
I did.
And you did.
And I puked all in the bag. And then I dropped the bag.
And then the bag dropped a little bit onto the floor. So then, and while you were puking in the front of the Comedy Store, Cooper was being like a bar back. Because he would come out and I would be like, I need 4 water bottles. And I'd be like, I need this, I need like water. Because I was washing the driveway and giving them to you at the same time.
Yeah.
And
it would not be possible to keep the amount of hydration in my body possible with everything coming out of my mouth and the sweat.
No, you needed an IV.
It was so much.
And so then Cooper's bar backing. Then we go in the car, puke spills in the car. I remove the the rubber floor mat from Cooper's mom's car. And whenever I do that, with the click, there's a little bit of a... So you hear puke was on me. And then I pulled it out to the street, and then I grabbed more of those water bottles, and I cleaned it in the street. And then I dragged you upstairs like a dead body, and then came back down there and sprayed out the fucking thing.
Yeah.
And cleaned out the thing, and then cleaned it all out. And then the next day I gave Cooper more wipes to clean out the car with.
Yeah.
And then fucking hit the road. Now everybody's been talking about you. And then we got back here. And Kelly ordered Norms, and you wouldn't get up to eat the Norms. I was fucking pissed, and so I was fucking smacking you around with a pancake a little bit. On the air mattress out here, I gave you clothes because you also came back here and puked more, and you were like,
I did.
You were like,
where? Yeah, that's how I puke.
It was over and over in the toilet.
In the toilet, yeah.
And so then I came in there and I gave you a T-shirt and shorts. And what did the shirt say?
I love my gay dog.
Yeah, I gave you you have my I love my gay dog T-shirt.
Yes. I have it just on display at my house right now.
It should be. It will be in the Comedy Store museum. It'll just say the outfit worn by Bruce Gray's friend the night he vomited all over the Comedy Store.
Yeah, I'll just be known as Bruce Gray's friend.
Yeah,
No, I remember. I don't remember puking
here.
Wow,
you vomited crazy. And then you had an air mattress out here. And I was.
Well, I remember you. I
made you also take your underwear off.
Yes.
I left the room and you were sitting on the ground. I said, Kevin, here, put on this T-shirt and these shorts. And by the time I come back in here, they put them on and have your underwear off and put them all in this bag.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
I made you take your shoes. I think made you take your pants off on the porch too.
Yes, you did.
So if my neighbor would have come out, she would have just seen me with you. She would have looked like I was sex trafficking you, honestly. If my neighbor would have came outside and saw me holding you by the back of the shirt while you're taking your pants off on the balcony, and you're just standing there in your underwear and you're drenched in sweat and you look like you're fucking have been sedated.
Yeah.
She'd be like, oh yeah, this guy's about to sex traffic this
Yeah, dude,
poor
you were
man.
Dahmering me.
And so then you go in there. And your underwear, I don't even know about your underwear, but it was a setup for a great joke the next day.
Is that why you did it?
Yeah. The next day, I texted.
Dude.
I made Kevin wear those shorts with no underwear, and I put all of his stuff in a bag. And then the next day, I texted you at like 2 p.m. probably.
Yes.
And I just said, "Damn!" I was like, "You shitted on yourself last night,
Dude, I thought that I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Here, I'll tell you. I'll tell him what time was that I texted you.
Dude, that would have been an absolute nightmare.
Dude, beautiful stuff. Let's see what happened. Got home safe. I owe you at 8 a.m. Dude, thank you for a great birthday. Sorry to take care of me. You're truly a great friend. I'm lucky to know you.
I didn't write that.
Yeah, you did. At 12:15 on Thursday, and I never even acknowledged that. At 2:24, I said, you shitted in yourself. Because I didn't even... And you called me immediately.
Yeah, I did.
And you were like, dude, I didn't shit my pants. And I was like, yeah, you did. And you were like, dude, no. I was like, I know. You shitted in yourself.
Jesus, man. I hope that that's the worst experience of drinking that I ever had.
Is that the worst drinking experience you've ever had?
Absolutely.
Really?
Without a doubt.
Really?
100%.
I do that shit like every week.
I don't.
I shit on my pants. No, I don't do that. I don't throw up from drinking every week. I throw up from drinking probably like 3 times a year. Whenever I was in Portland, it was way more because I was going pretty hard up there.
Yeah,
A few times I got a little.
Dude,
it's a fun drinking city.
Yeah, Simon used to call me all the time and be like, he won't put it down. He won't put the bottle down. No, dude, but seriously, genuinely, definitely the worst experience I've had with drinking. And that's why I'm saying, like, I literally, I remember specifically drinking out of order and saying out loud, I know twice, beer before liquor, never been sicker.
And you went liquor before beer.
Well, liquor before beer,
did
you're
you
in
have
the clear
beer first?
Well, I was going back and forth all night.
That was a bad move.
And then to finish it off
with the whiskey,
with the huge cup of whiskey.
Yeah. It really is like
stupid.
It really is like that like World's Strongest Man event where they pick up like the baseball size stone and then like the football size one, and then eventually they're holding an entire car and they have to try to get it on that final thing.
Yeah, on a stump.
Literally what it was is that you were like on that last one trying to get it up on the fucking thing, and you're like, and then the buzzer was just like, and like you ran out of time, and that's whenever you end up on the dirt pile having sex with it, dude. People were not happy about you having sex with that dirt pile.
Well, dirt pile shouldn't have been dressed like that.
It is shaped like very large breasts.
Oh yeah,
you should have went over there and started titty fucking the dirt pile.
Hell yeah. That's why I love going to Colorado.
My manager called me because he had already left, and he's like, I'm looking at the camera. Your friend can't be out here titty fucking the dirt pile. It's a very specific.
Titty fucking the dirt pile.
It's a very specific impression.
He sounds like the Italian stooge.
Yeah.
I got to turn the Coke logo around so that we can get monetized. Yeah.
Dude, so
I do prefer Coke Zero to Pepsi, sugar-free Pepsi products.
Pepsi sucks, dude.
Could
you do the Pepsi challenge, you think?
Absolutely.
With Pepsi and Coke?
100%, without a doubt.
What about what if there was...
I've never been more confident about anything in my life.
You know what I should... I wish they were still doing the Pepsi challenge, because I would take a drink of one of them and be like, okay, and I would go do the other one, and then I would drink it, and then I would go... And I would make it come out of my nose and my mouth. Like, dude, you came in that one. Dude, what the fuck? Fuck you. I would start fighting with the guy. And then
what was in that? What'd you put in that?
I wouldn't sign my release.
Damn, dude, man.
What?
I genuinely, because that's happened now. Genuinely, there's only happened twice in my life where I was in public and drank, and it's happened in the last year
of drinking. Oh yeah, that one night where you guys bought fucking whiskey from a homeless guy.
Yeah.
Maybe both of the things that you're not picking up on here is that both of those times you drank whiskey
at the end.
Brown liquor is a nightmare.
I know, but I'm a cowboy, Bruce.
You really are. You really were letting it rip that night. So we can run like the wind.
Oh, dude,
what song is that?
Right, dude. It's Christopher Cross.
Like
the wind.
Yeah, Christopher Cross.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, dude. You got lost between the moon and New York City.
Dude.
The best thing you can do,
Dude, it was crazy,
is
but it's
puke
true.
in the street. Yeah, you almost died like Shakespeare out there, dude.
What you hadn't do.
That's
I'd like Shakespeare?
Shakespeare died in the gutter throwing up from eating too many cherries.
That's right, because he had the gout.
Did he have gout, Shakespeare?
Everybody had gout back
Well,
then.
yeah, but I think he ate a bunch of cherries and puked in his fucking face.
Well,
off
they
in
were
the
like
gutter.
booze cherries. They were cherries soaked in booze, so he was hammered.
Oh yeah, dude. If I wasn't out there, you would have wandered onto Sunset and fell down and got your head crushed like a fucking peanut M&M.
Honestly, I probably would have just fell asleep on that dirt pile. I never probably would have gotten up from there. And then it would have been like the sun blazing in my eyes, like I got lost in the desert or something.
It is very funny that the Comedy Store is the type of place where my manager can drive by at the end of the night where my friend is vomiting on the building and not even think twice.
Yeah.
He literally just goes, yeah, I remember my first beer. And then he drove off.
I did see that. I do remember hearing that.
But you're like, fuck you, motherfucker. But he's just like complete, like most other places would be like, this is unprofessional. You can't have your friend. No. I cleaned it off. I even went in a little bit early the next day because I was going to hose the rest off, but it was already hosed off.
Oh,
Day crew. Juan
host.
Carlos. You better go in there and give mad props to Juan Carlos.
I'll slap him a something. A Lincoln.
A $5. You go there and shake his hand. It's $5. He's like $5. I don't give a fuck.
You're welcome.
You think I give a fuck about $5?
Yeah, I mean he's gonna hose it off anyway.
Did you tell your wife?
No. No.
I'm gonna tell Jenny.
I mean, she was pissed off at me because I had to take the kids to school the next day.
And you're wearing no underwear.
And I'm wearing no underwear. I'm in somebody else's clothes. She's been calling me since 6 a.m. going, where are you? Why aren't you home? You got to take the kids to school. And so she left. She called like 3 or 4 times. And then I called her.
I'm leaving you.
Well, dude, that's what I'm always waiting for. I'm like, I actually fucked up. I stayed out all night, you know.
If you didn't text her, be like, Jenny, I'm fucking.
Dude, yeah, it would have been a great idea.
I think I told you to text her.
You probably did. And I don't remember you guys ordering food. I don't remember anything. I remember the pancake.
You saw the video, right?
I saw the video, yeah. But
dude, I was farting in your face and stuff.
Dude.
I did, because I was, at that point, I was like, I've been such a good friend to this fucking asshole all night. I was like, I gotta exact some revenge. And I would walk by and just like lift my leg up, like, because you're on the air mattress, it's a tall air mattress. I would just lift my leg up and rip major ass, and you would go, dude. I was ripping it, just going hard, just.
Man, yeah, I was out. I was
kicking the air mattress. I was fucking throwing pancakes across the room. I was putting a pancake in your mouth and the other end in the dog's mouth.
Yeah, that was pretty dope. Me and Soupy, we did it right. We Lady and the Tramped it.
He's fucking. He. Like, if you look at him right now, he's looking at you kind of disappointed because he saw you the other night, dude.
Yeah,
that's a bad example to set.
Yeah, I do feel bad. I mean, constantly was saying like, "I'm so sorry." And you kept going there. You got nothing to be sorry for. It's fine.
No, I didn't. I kept telling you. I know what I said. I was like, dude, shut up. I was like, think externally.
You did say that.
I kept telling. I was like, stop thinking internally. Start thinking externally. External. I was fucking Westworlding you. Mm-hmm. I was like, limit your emotional affect. Dude, I didn't even realize, because I just said earlier I should have done that to you. I should have hit you with some Westworld shit, but I guess I was.
You were, yeah,
I was like, quit thinking internally.
I didn't get it at the time.
I was like,
I'm not internal right now.
I was like, external. I was like, puke and shut up.
Yeah, and I was like, I was just like, no, I am thinking. I feel bad about the puke. And you're like, stop. I'm like, all right. Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
We got in Cooper's car, and you were like, "What are you? You're gay or something?" You were.
No, I didn't.
You were.
Shut up.
You were misgendering him,
dude. See, that's honestly is the main reason that like the idea of blacking out is terrifying to me, and like I can't do it.
You were getting into some terrible conversations that night.
Really?
Not even like terrible, but like, so Roe v. Wade. No, you were just talking to fucking morons, and I was like letting you. I was like, you got it. I was like, I'm not going over there.
Really?
Yeah, we were just getting these long conversations. Which, you know, the thing I tell you to stop doing?
Yeah.
Like, dude, stop talking to fucking Dewey Decimal and fucking Stop talking to Dewey Decimal and Johnny Liberal View over there. They
Yeah.
could come over here and hang out.
Yeah, I'm having a 3-hour convo with Boone Shakalaka.
Yeah, and he was like, what was the name? The guy. What was his? He was a background dancer in a Billy Satellite music video. You know that Billy Satellite song? You know Billy Satellite?
No,
You know Billy
I don't.
Satellite?
Tell me about him. Though.
Billy Satellite. This guy Monty Byram from Bakersfield was in this band called Billy Satellite.
Hell yeah.
That was like, it's a pretty fucking sick music video called "Satisfy Me."
Really?
It's like, baby, when you gonna satisfy me? And it's like a perfect '80s video. There's like a cheetah walking around.
Dude, hell yeah.
With like a bunch of chains everywhere.
Dude, I watched that documentary on the Sparks.
The LA Sparks?
No.
Lisa Leslie.
Yeah, the LA Sparks. No.
WNBA team.
It's a band called Sparks, and it's pretty great.
Bubba Sparks?
Yeah, Bubba Sparks.
What
yeah.
is this documentary?
It's just a documentary. They've been doing music forever. They've been kind of on the cusp, and they've done the first things a lot, and like the first, electric dance album, in like '79.
So what, now then they never crossed over?
Never. Well, they just never kind of really popped, But they influenced a bunch of people, a bunch of famous people like them and stuff.
Should be fucking Bruce Gray documentary. That
Seriously.
exact thing.
Yeah. No, that's
influenced a bunch of people.
I think that's what's gonna happen.
Did you wash your hair today?
Yeah.
It's very full of volume.
Voluminous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I washed it today, and then it gets. Oh yeah, like back here, dude. It's a nightmare. I'm gonna be so embarrassed when I look back at the footage of my messed up hair.
What's wrong? What do you mean?
When I go back to
when you look at this tonight,
tonight,
I mean,
like,
at least you're not
Jesus.
puking on the front of a national landmark.
Dude, for somebody who I don't know, I do so many ridiculous things. I mean, this podcast includes the things I say and whatnot, where I'm just like, I don't care, I'm a goofball. Then I will genuinely see like my hair, like, God, my hair's silly.
Yeah, I understand that.
My hair I'm too fat. It's like you're a fucking jester. Like, shut up.
No,
like,
I'm in the
be
same boat.
happy. It's really weird.
I'm just going completely in the opposite direction and wearing like this shirt and those
Aye.
SpongeBob socks to go get a slice at 10.
Dude, you almost got picked up on today.
By who?
Oh, the leather daddies out at the place.
The ones who wandered too far off the Pride Parade.
Yeah,
They were fucking lost.
oh my God, he's a rainbow.
Yeah, Rainbow
Hippo.
Warrior.
Like
Rainbow Hippo.
yeah, like I mean, I don't know. It seems like every sexual thing has a category. Like he's a teddy bear. Like
What if you were at the Pride Parade and there was this guy on the street, just like he had handfuls of like $10 bills, and he was sucking a dude off, and it was like obvious that he was sucking dick for $10.
and then he was like waving me over with the tens.
and then his T-shirt said, "I suck at fantasy football." So it was one of those things where he got last in his fantasy football league, and the punishment for getting last is you have to go to the Pride Parade and suck a bunch of dick for $10 each.
That would be a really intense fantasy football league. Like, wow.
Oh man,
That seems like the kind of fantasy football league that Zach would be in.
Yeah.
I don't care.
if I win, I win $400, and if I lose, I have to suck dick in a street. Who cares?
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what to do
About what?
about the other night. I can't.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna. I'm.
You write Cooper a fucking thank you note? What do you do for me? Nothing. Yeah, you sent me a nice text. You gave me $25 for all the Ubers I had to cancel. Was it a little more than that? Sure, but who cares? It's your birthday.
I thought originally it was $10, and then I come here and you said it was $25.
$10. I had to cancel 3 of them. Dude, it was very funny to just see SUV pull up and the guy be like, oh, and me be like, just go.
Well, that's why I guess because my concept of time was so warped.
It was
at
7
that point.
a.m. at that point.
Well,
There was a chicken chirping across the street.
in my mind, I remember basically like you calling the first Uber, and then me throwing up, and the guy and you being like, I'm gonna cancel it, and then I'm like, ah, shit, I'm pissed, and then like turning around, and then you being like, you ready to go, and then turning around, and there's another Uber, and I'm like, I just threw up everywhere, like in my mind, and then you're like, come on, are you good?
No,
You
because
gonna
what I
puke
would
anymore?
do is I would be like, you're good. You'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, you're not going to throw up anymore. I'm like, I'm done. And I'd be like, no, you're like, you're done for real? You're like, I'm done. And then I would hit one of those, and they're always like 1 or 2 minutes away. And so then I hit it, they show up immediately. And then I'm like, all right, you good? And then you turn around and you look at the guy and you vomit in such a way that it goes in his passenger window and straight out his driver window. And he's like backed up. Like, oh! It's like if you squirted like a fire hose through there.
He's like doing the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one.
Yeah, you're bending puke around his car.
Yeah, dude. But I genuinely was like, why would you? And then you did it again. I was because in my like we were out there for 4 or 5 minutes in my mind, and I kept throwing up.
Oh, we were out there on the front of the Comedy Store for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Really?
No, probably about an hour.
Jesus. Yeah, it seemed like 5 minutes. It seemed like 5 minutes, dude.
Dude.
Wow.
Wish you can get that feeling at the DMV, folks.
Oh, I tell you what, I should get blacked out at the DMV.
You should. Remember, that was what
great.
Vice used to be. Where it'd be like, I did acid and went to the DMV.
Dude, that's when the internet was cool. You know, that's before they were like,
I should have put you on the internet and be like, puking Kevin. And it would have been like a huge TikTok. I should have done a boomerang of you going, and it can, like, we're a boomerang of you vomiting, but it looks like you're vomiting, and then it's going back in your mouth, and the vomiting going back.
Let me ask you this, because I have vomited when I wasn't, hammered, and the way that I throw up is a nightmare. I hate the way that it sounds.
No, it's terrible.
Were you guys out here just like?
No, everybody had gone to bed. It was just me. No, Kelly was out here on the couch, but I don't think she could hear you. But I was like, good God, man. I looked at Kelly. I was like, he's got to get it together. He's, it's just fucking.
Dude, that's how I feel. I genuinely feel like that's probably how you feel, and it makes.
No, I'm just like, oh, my friend's puking, and it's his birthday. What have I got to do? What, once a year I got to fucking get your puke on me? That's not the worst situation in the world.
Yeah, but don't think that you can puke on me for your birthday.
My birthday's coming up, and I'm coming straight to your house and puking on your kids.
He's jacking off. Like, you owe me one.
No, I'm gonna knock on the door and be like, kids, come out here. I got a surprise for you. And then they're gonna come downstairs like I'm about to give them a horse or something. And I'm gonna have eaten a fucking Italian buffet, and I'm gonna stick my finger down my throat and grab them both and go, but. I'm gonna vomit on your kids. As payback. As not payback, but it's like, every year on your birthday you get to kind of do whatever you want.
That's true. That is true. No, we used to have birthday wishes back in Fresno.
You were talking about that in the crosswalk at one point in the night, and I don't remember what it was.
It was that one of our buddies, if it was your birthday, you would be able to basically ask these 3 other guys, you make a wish, like steal this cup for me, or
no, it's like the fucking Godfather.
Yeah, or streak, like or whatever.
Streak.
Yeah,
I should make you streak. Be like, show it,
show your dog. No, like dumb shit, like guy, college stupid shit or whatever. Like take a shot of ketchup or just some dumb shit. But usually with steal something. It was almost kill your wife for me. No, it would usually be something like that. So that would always be a thing. But dude, yeah, I remember one of my buddies. He would drink like crazy, and if he started to feel any kind of way about not liking it, like feeling anything in his stomach, he would make himself throw everything up.
Yeah, I've been there. Make yourself not every night or whatever you're saying.
No. This is just like when we'd go out or whatever for a birthday or something. We do a bar crawl or whatever. And but yeah, it was great. It was a great night. It was a fantastic night. I just wish I hadn't had taken that last shot or that last.
Yeah, dude. You try to keep up with a 22-year-old comedian. That was a real blending of the generations whenever Cooper drove me and you home.
It really was. It was like that picture where it's like grandfather, father, son.
Yeah. It is funny because I was just like, fuck. I don't know. Cooper was cool about it. I was cool about it. Me and Cooper were having a fine time in the car where I was talking about Charlie Crockett. Put on some Charlie Crockett in the car.
That's good. I'm glad.
Bumping it, hanging out in the front. I drug you up the stairs. You're like, dude, I'm fine. And I was like, yeah, I remember being like, yeah, I bet.
That's what I was telling you I'm fine?
Yeah. Like, I'm good. And I was like, you're great.
Piece of shit.
So then I got in here. I pumped up an air mattress for you. I fucking...
Yeah, well, I remember walking in. The air mattress was already set up.
No.
No?
You went into the bathroom and I put you on the floor. And then I came out here and pumped up the air mattress for what seemed like an hour and a half.
And then you're like, take your underwear off.
Yeah, and I left, dude. It's funny because I could have got a sweet glimpse of that Tienken hog if I wanted to, and I was like, you know what, dude, I'm not. I don't want to waste. I don't want to
You
waste.
set up your phone, your camera.
Yeah, like with a dog. Don't eat the chicken, and then you did your dog. Yeah, I could have. Or remember that movie SWAT, where at the beginning he puts the camera underneath the door.
Oh, yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
and I'm doing that. It's like a tiny little wire camera, and I'm doing that and put your door. And then you see me slide a lav mic in there, and I'm like doing a shoot. I should do that to you and sell it.
Yes, you should. You definitely should.
I'd have to sell it to you. Like, I'm going to show your whole family.
You've got the Saw voice.
Yeah.
I'm going to show your whole family.
Let's play a game. Look at your tiny penis.
This goes on your Facebook
I
page.
CGI it to make it be even somehow more microscopic.
Cut your own dick off to get this off the internet.
Man, dude, how about all these people that are getting hacked on Instagram right now?
Dude, I've been getting a ton of that.
All these people where they're like, I just made $50,000 on Bitcoin. And you know it's because other people DM them and like, you want to make a shitload of money on Bitcoin? And
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah.
Dude, that psycho that was stalking us at the Comedy Store for a little while. We only saw her like a few times.
Who?
But she would like, this lady, she just kept like, I don't know. She would just always be around. Then she'd like sit at the table. And anyway, she on Facebook was like, on Instagram was just like hitting me up about business opportunities. And
Like she was
shit.
obviously hacked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Well, her, no. But then I got one, I got another one like yesterday and it was like, send me a picture of it. Like they're like, are you getting these messages? I'm getting a ton of these messages.
Yeah.
Send
I've
me a
been
picture of it.
Blocking all of these people that message me. Though. It's just like,
Dude.
but it's like impossible to get your shit back. It's
Really?
happening. It's happening to a shitload of people. That's why you need to get two-step verification. This podcast is brought to you by two-step verification.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
I gotta put that on. I got that in a lot of stuff.
It's also it was also your anniversary this week, dude.
yeah.
Damn, dude, your birthday and anniversary in 1 week.
Went to Medieval Times, sat in the Blue Knights section. I got my wife a little tipsy.
Damn, did you, dude?
Oh yeah. But let's just say there was more jousting that was going on
Let's
outside
just
of the ring.
say someone else got kicked by a horse that night.
Let's just say the Blue Knight was not the only one that got unhorsed, if you know what I mean.
I was asking you this, though. Do you think those guys get pussy
Yeah.
from people in the crowd?
Yeah, probably. Maybe a little bit.
Is it the same question as do the Harlem Globetrotters get pussy?
I think it is. It's a little bit. Nah, Globetrotters are dope, though.
You think they get pussy?
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, but I will say when we got there, we got to we parked back by the stables and where they have all the horses, and literally there's like these 4 or 5 horses out there, and there's trainers working with like 3 of the individual the horses, and like they were like these insanely beautiful women just working with these. Like it was very
And
weird.
their horse girls are hot.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening? Like, are the horses like? Did they do that so that the horses are like, you know, they want to perform for the?
You think the horses want to fuck the chick?
I don't know, man.
It's the horses don't care. The chicks do want to fuck the horses, though.
Yeah, well,
Now
who
those
doesn't?
those chicks are probably getting down with the knights. I'm
Yeah.
very curious. I would like to interview one of those knights and see what the pussy game is like.
Tell me, do you get laid a lot?
Yeah, that would be the first thing I'd ask. Like, do you get pussy off of this? Same thing with a globetrotter. I get a globetrotter. I'm like, what's a pussy game?
That's a real question though, because
I would be 100% serious.
Yeah, I mean, like it or not, it's a motivation for a lot of people. You know,
I would go fucking
do
haywire.
anything.
If I was one of the knights that was scheduled to lose, I would fucking kill the other guy.
You'd go buck wild.
Yeah, I would kill him. I would do the thing where like you were about to do the jousting, and at the last minute I'd move it up and fucking knock his head off.
Dude, you probably get fired.
Yeah, well, I would still be fired, but you're still that night. You're in the fucking arena.
If you kill one of your coworkers, they'll probably let you go without a warning. Even they'll just no severance, nothing.
Did I'm trying to think. The knights like talk shit, right? Look at over here in the blue section. Look at this guy's titties hanging out of his.
No, I wish, dude. I love that stuff. Dude,
I bet there's like an adults only version you could go to.
I hope so. Well, there's a Pirates one.
Oh, the Pirates one's supposed to be.
Yeah, dude. Dude, you want to go?
Yeah.
We should go.
Absolutely.
Because Jenny really wants to go. Yeah, dude, we should definitely go. But dude,
I know when to not to give you any fucking whiskey, dude. With these
Dude,
rum,
stop,
dude. With these
bro,
pirates.
dude.
Do you have any
I'll-
mead at the medieval times?
no, I did have some Blue Moon. The Lord likes some Blue Moon.
And my lord, for you, Coke Zero.
Bro, real talk. Our bar wench, she called me my lord.
Yeah, see, I would have been like, shut up.
Dude, I'm telling you, I just started laughing, and I'm like, is that weird to have to do that? And she's like, sometimes, and I'm like, it's pretty cool though. And she's like, yeah, people seem to like it, and I'm like, yeah. And then she
was like, meet me in the stable.
yeah, and she gave me a beer, and she's like, $300, my lord. And I was like, oh, great. No, I literally every time I go back, I'd get like 2 or 3 drinks, and it would always be over $60. It was like insane.
They don't serve beer at the table?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't think so. I just kept going back to my bar winch to get winched up.
Did you guys take a limo down there, dude?
No. We took the Prius C, baby. 50 MBGs. What are we talking about? Dude,
We should take a fucking party bus to the fucking Medieval Times or to the fucking pirate show, dude.
Fucking be wise.
Smoking DMT on that shit.
Dude, it would be.
Let's do DMT at the pirate show.
I'm so down, dude.
Sitting in our seat in another universe where they're like,
I got to go with my family, though. They won't like that.
They wouldn't even know.
Oh, they would know.
No way. You would just be sitting there like this.
Yeah, that's not how I usually act. I'd be like, Dad's fine.
Yeah, you'd be sitting there all butterfly affected out and shit, dude.
Like, what if I do this? This going to happen, then this happens.
I'm gonna do ayahuasca. You honestly, I should have just been like, dude, it's his birthday. He took ayahuasca at the Comedy Store.
What a horrible decision. Almost as bad as drinking that was.
Dude, he just hit an ayahuasca pin.
Dude.
Bro, my bro.
Honestly,
my bro took a shot of ayahuasca, hit the peyote pin. He's on a different planet right now,
dude. Yeah, he did the buttons, man.
My boy over there. He's over there on the dirt pile, vomiting.
Yeah, I'm like, I am the Doors.
I'm the dirt pile.
Yeah, who isn't? Think about it.
What do you think?
Think about it.
Where's the Pirates one at?
Right across the street from the Medieval Times.
Can you bang bang? Can you do both?
Absolutely, but you
Same
wouldn't
night?
want to.
Why not?
Because it's a full-on meal. They give you a full feast and like a
what
show.
What do you mean the Pirates thing? Like fucking an orange?
Yeah. They feed you one orange. No, I'm sure it's the same shit. It's probably just the guy comes by. He goes, "You're a dragon here," and it's definitely not a chicken from Costco. He literally said that.
He said that?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
He was cracking us up. We had a good time.
You gave him no tip.
Oh, okay. I mean, he gets paid to work there. He's like, what? Pay him extra? No, but then my kids went around and grabbed all the different little flags that were around, and then
there's one like asexual flag, one like non-bi, and now the non-binary night. They change all the colors to genders and
dude. If let me tell you, if the liberal Hollywood views
gets into
medieval times,
yeah, right.
No thanks.
They're gonna be in there playing freaking laser joust.
I'll lose it. I will lose it. No woman is jousting.
Dude, that's what they're trying to do, and that's what Rick Russo's gonna stop.
Dude, thank God.
It's gonna be a commercial for Rick Russo, and it's gonna be like the non-binary night, and he's going up against the pansexual night. And it's gonna freeze frame.
He goes, I want to get impaled.
Yeah.
And then he runs him through. He's like, he's dying.
Yeah. Why is he riding his horse backwards?
He's riding the horse backwards, standing up. The other night is riding, just skewers him up the ass.
And the MC comes on and be like, and you know what crazy is that guy actually won. He's actually the winner. Then Rick Caruso comes out and he's like, Los Angeles is my home. And I love this city and I don't want to see this happen. People are like, why did the pansexual knight just get fucking jousted in his ass?
And then somebody's like, well, why do you have a problem with it?
I just don't want to see a guy get rammed in his ass at medieval times.
Oh, it's just, I guess it doesn't fit into your idea of sexuality.
Recording you on 2 phones.
Yeah. Oh, this is unacceptable to you and your standards. The guy's just like, Jesus. He's in the ambulance. I love my job.
I love being a knight.
Yeah. Somebody take care of my horse. That's such a hilarious visual.
Isn't the guy getting rammed in his ass at medieval times? Yeah, his hands are on. He's holding on to the back of the saddle, and his feet are around the horse's neck. And he's like, "Let's go, kids! Give it up for the pansexual night, the non-binary night."
It's like, I will fuck anything.
Everyone's like, "Woo,
Woo! You better cheer."
And then it's not the. And then he's going up against the asexual night, who's like, "I don't want to fuck anything."
He just, he just lifts him up.
Yeah, he's like, he's like 50 feet. So what they?
Everyone wins.
Is it all jousting?
No. It's, they joust. They do two. They'll do like 2 passes in the joust.
And they fuck. It looks like they fuck each other up, if I'm not mistaken.
Not really. I mean, what they do
They
is
fall off the horse, don't they?
They slam it into the into their shield, and then the joust shatters, and then they jump off. One of them jumps off.
What's the jouster made? What's the thing made out of?
I don't know. Just
Sugar glass.
something. I mean, it just breaks right apart the moment they do it, and then
Damn, what if they got an Alec Baldwin thing and they accidentally put a real one in there?
dude, that's what I want to do. That's the kind of pranks I like to get into.
So then the guy
just jumps
thing hits
off
and lands on his feet.
Yeah, and then but falls. He falls off, but he rolls. He does. He knows what he's doing. Then they'll fight with an axe or a sword or a morning star. Whatever.
Are you allowed to be like, fucking kill him?
Yeah,
You're allowed to scream, fucking kill his ass.
I don't know how vulgar you can get, but you're encouraged to cheer for your knight, and that's what I told my kids. I'm like, when we get in there, because we got our crowns and they had the little blue thing on. I was like, our blue knight's our guy. So when we get in there, you pump him up, and if anybody else tries to get applause from the crowd, you boo him.
Can you get merch before you go in that's like Blue Knight or die?
Oh yeah, you can get everything. I mean, you can literally buy a sword for like $350,
and you're allowed to bring it inside.
Probably,
yeah.
I would do that shit. But yeah, they had dresses.
We should
and
make
everything.
custom shirts that say there's 4 knights, right?
There's more than that. It's like there's like 6 or 7.
Oh, okay, then maybe we have to get one made for each of us every night, and then let's say we're in the Green Knight section, and we'll just get T-shirts that said "I sucked off the Green Knight" at medieval times, and then we bring it inside, and then we switch it all out.
I mean, I love it. I love that idea. No, they have the black and white knight too.
Black and white?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a checkered knight.
And he comes down and he's like, you can come to medieval times. It don't matter if you're black or white.
Well, folks, thanks for stopping by and peeking in on Bruce just really hammering it home about how great of a time and what a great guy that I am.
I think you're a great guy. I just gotta put you on blast every now and then.
I mean, I would do the same to you. You know
what the best part about the podcast being over is?
What?
That now I can enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Which are?
Dippin' Dots that I got from the liquor store.
Dude, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got an ice cream cone.
We got an ice cream in there.
Well, I hope you enjoyed 2 fat guys talking at a table. We're going to go eat ice cream now.
July 29th, Los Angeles Comedian Cinema Club. Tickets are moving very quickly. August 26th, tickets available this week.
Yeah, it's happening.
We're about to be half sold out.
Insane.
2 months away.
It's insane.
Yeah, doggy.
Bagfriespod@gmail.com. Follow us on all the social media. Leave us a review and leave us a review on somebody else's podcast. If you've already left us a review on our podcast.
Fuck the big humble.
Yeah. All right. We good?
Yeah, dude, just don't ever fucking...
I'm Mark Maron.
Dude, you were crazier than Keith Ray on his birthday.
Dude, come on now.
Keith Ray had the best birthday ever.
He really did.
He said the N-word and got elbowed in the head. He bled like a boxer, dude.
He really did. He's bleeding like crazy.
We needed to get one of those espresso tampers they rub on your face in the corner of a boxing match, All right, that's it.
That's it.
You're dead to me.
Peace out.